Next morning, we headed towards Switzerland. This is the second time we went to this beautiful country. While last time we went to the lake city of Lucerne, this time we were going to the mountains. It was long journey today, but the beautiful landscape was a treat for the eyes.
Vital.
Today we saw Lake Geneva. It is the largest in Switzerland and in fact shared by two countries, Switzerland and France. The total area is more than 350 square kilometer.
Hope everybody knows this. ये है लेक जिनीवा. अभी हम नीचे जाएंगे and we will be going down to the city. You can see आगे एक शहर है just by the water. That is Montreux. M-O-N-T-R-E-U-X. हम वहाँ पर जा रहे हैं. We'll be stopping there for some time. In the next 10 minutes, we'll reach down there.
We stopped at the picturesque town of Montreux. With neatly manicured gardens, roadside eateries, lakeside promenade and serene beauty of the lake, it is one of the most beautiful places I have seen.
अगर थोड़े कोल्ड सीजन में आते हैं तो यू कैन एक्चुअली सी द स्नो कवर्ड एल्प्स. ऑल द रेंजेस बिहाइंड आर एल्प्स. उसमें स्नो होता है एंड इट्स ऑल्सो वेरी ब्रेथ टेकिंग व्यू. बहुत ठंड होती है, ठंडी हवाएं चलती है यहाँ पर. सो ब्यूटिफुल ब्यूटिफुल नज़ारा है.
After Montreux, we went to another beautiful town, Vevey. The symbol of this town is a giant fork in the sea. Afterwards we went to a nearby Indian restaurant to have dinner. This place had the most magnificent sunset view apart from delicious food.
Listen to the fever of the glitter bomb. Listen to the tingle of the sweetest plum. Second-hand don't feel a drink of Peter's trunk. I got a high strength feeling like a fever pump. Welcome, welcome, welcome in a teeter rock. Screwy mooey baby in the cedar chuck. All you have to know is gotta.
Today, we woke up in the serene neighborhood of Les Diablerets.
which will be revolving second cable car station के बाद. So बीच में सिर्फ एक स्टेशन आएगा and ऊपर पहुंच जाएंगे. We will be at 2971 meters, Glacier 3000. उधर जाकर that will be level 0. जो final station है वो होगा level 0. Now once we get there, उधर एक चीज है which is called chair car lift. So basically एक चेयर है, चेयर in the air, suspended in the air. आपको बैठना है and about 4 people can sit. कभी weather wind के हिसाब से 2 लोगों को भी बिठाते हैं. So at one time 2 to 4 people can sit and आपको harness खुद ही डाल.
फोटो तुलते था Yeah. That's all. It's happening. It's yeah, somewhere. Over that way, I guess. But wouldn't it be like right there? No. Past, faster, a little bit past this. A little bit. Good. It's just what I was hoping.
अभी चेंज होगा. चालू रहता है बंद होता है स्नो बस फिर वो अल्पाइन को तो सब बंद होता है मई के बाद चालू होता है और पे भी बर्फ होती है और स्नोफॉल होता है स्नोफॉल गुलबर्ग भी ऐसा ही है अभी अगले महीने से ना चालू होगा पूरा वापस स्नो आना चाहिए
After enjoying the spectacular scenery, it was time to satisfy our palate. Our lunch today was in the restaurant of Glacier 3000 itself. It was an amazing experience. Apart from the delicious food, one gets to see the most amazing views of the mountains from here. After Glacier 3000, it was time to bid goodbye to Switzerland. Now our next destination was Paris. It was a long drive, probably the longest in this entire tour.
हमें कई मकाम आएंगे जो हमको आजमाएंगे बुरा न मानो बात का ये प्यार है गिला नहीं
यही कहोगे तुम सदा कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं
दिल अभी भरा नहीं
नहीं नहीं नहीं नहीं
Next day was a free day in Paris. People could choose to explore on their own. Different people did different things based on their choice. I chose to explore the famous Louvre Museum, and my mode of transport was Paris Metro. This is the fastest way of getting around in Paris. Paris Metro is one of the most dense public transport system. It can be a bit confusing at start, but if one follows the directions, it is pretty easy to use. This is the famous code of Hammurabi, the king of ancient Mesopotamia. It is approximately 7 feet tall and is estimated to be around 4,000 years old. We have read about this in the history books. It is said that if you spend 60 seconds looking at each of the objects at the Louvre, going steadily for 8 hours a day, it would take you 75 days to see them all. I don't know whether this is a myth or actually true, but the fact is that Louvre is really enormous. The collection of art and sculpture is mind-boggling and overwhelming. One of the most splendid area in Louvre is the apartments of Napoleon III. The interiors are so lavishly decorated that the opulence can be understood only by seeing it. Now it was time to see the so-called main attraction of Louvre. The painting of Mona Lisa. This masterpiece by Leonardo da Vinci attracts the most number of visitors in this museum. There was long queue to see this. Mona Lisa was kept at the middle of the room. It was a big long rectangular room. All the walls were adorned by life-size big oil paintings made by various artists. In the evening, we went out for dinner in an Indian restaurant. Afterwards, some people went to an optional night river cruise.
Vive la vida, mueve el cuerpo al compás. No se pasa el tiempo que poco a poco ya se vive la vida, mueve el cuerpo al compás. Que se pasa el tiempo que poco a poco ya se va.
After 14 long days, we were now approaching the end of the tour. Our last day of the tour had sightseeing in Paris. Afterwards, in the evening we were to board flight for India. After visiting Eiffel Tower, we had a city tour. After looking at the magnificent structures, we proceeded to a perfume factory. Finally, it was the time to say goodbye to Europe. Our return flight was from Paris to Kolkata via New Delhi.
शायर तो नहीं मगर है हंसी जब से देखा तुमको मुझको शायरी आ गई प्यार का नाम मैंने सुना था मगर प्यार क्या है ये मुझको नहीं थी खबर मैं तो उलझा रहा उलझन की तरह दोस्तों में रहा दुश्मनों की तरह
This journey has been amazing. We were 41 people from 19 families, each coming from different parts of India. Yet for these 16 days, we were like a big family. Together we visited 8 countries and we traveled more than 4,000 kilometers in Europe. Yet, when we look back, what we remember is not just the number of cities visited or the hotels we stayed in. What we remember too are the mandatory washroom breaks, the hunt for free washroom in the roads of Europe, the desire for getting Wi-Fi password in each hotel, the challenge of understanding bathroom fixtures in each hotel, and many more. It is these moments too, which made this journey memorable. These 16 days gave us memories for lifetime.